have another doctor's appointment tomorrow. It always makes me anxious.
They're telling me I need to have more tests. What's this one for?
I'm scared and confused. She said I might need surgery, but I didn't hear much after that.
I want to make sure the doctors and the nurses understand what kind of care I think I need.
Here at Peace Health, we know a lot about medical care, but when it comes to learning about you, you're the expert. A lot of us grew up never asking questions of our doctors and nurses or sharing our thoughts about our treatment. Sometimes you might not feel like talking because you're sick, in pain, or just plain intimidated. But don't be. It's important that you ask questions and tell us what you're thinking.
When you leave your appointment, we want you to be able to answer 3 important questions. What is my main problem? What do I need to do? Why is it important for me to do this? If at the end of your appointment you've asked your questions and you still don't understand, please let us know. Your health and safety are our main concern.
I was in a bike accident 18 months ago. I didn't even see the pothole. My helmet saved my life, but I messed up my neck, my back, and my leg. I needed surgery for some cracked vertebrae, and they had to put some pins in my broken leg. Pain comes and goes, but I still have flare-ups. The first month was the worst. The surgery and therapy were fine, but the first week back home, the pain meds weren't working as long as they needed to. I probably should have called the nurse sooner because when I finally did, they took care of it in a heartbeat. I was just afraid to sound like I was complaining. Therapy can be exhausting, but it pays off. I might ask the therapist to explain something 2 or 3 times, but I want to get it right at home so I can get better. Doctors too. I used to just nod my head and pretend it all made sense, but you can't do that for long without messing something up. The first month, I even asked a friend or relative to come to the appointments so that we all ended up on the same page. Now if I have questions, I can email my doctor after the visit using Patient Connection.
Kyle's 5 and he has cystic fibrosis, which means a lot of time in doctor's offices and respiratory therapy. A medical appointment can be scary or confusing for a child, so we always talk with him and prepare him for exams and tests. Take the mystery out of it, you know. We don't go into a lot of detail, but we explain that the doctor and nurses and clinical staff are here to help him and that tests will only take a minute and we'll be right here holding his hand. And when we meet with the staff or his doctors, I've learned to let them know how we're feeling and outline our wishes and hopes for his treatment. Kyle's like any child. Sometimes he's great about the appointments, medicines, and treatments. Other times he's unhappy or a little scared. So it's important that both of us take the extra time to understand what's going on.